Why are you afraid to die? Why are you afraid to die? What is death? It's just a shedding of the old self, the old outer layer of consciousness, or the ego, or the body. Two are correlated, right? Why are what is humans' worst fear in life? It's death, right? It's death for most people. And why is that? Like, why do people have such a hard time letting go of whatever ego or persona they've crafted, or their body, right? I mean, truly, these things are prisons or prisms of light refracting the true light of our spirit out in a distorted realm, right? So sometimes we have to detox from our egos and whoever we thought we were to clear the way for a rebirth, right? You can't have a rebirth unless you have first died, right? Right? People talk about ego death. What is that? If you've actually experienced a genuine ego death, comment below. Let me know what your experience was like, because it's probably different for everyone. Our egos are not who we actually are. It's just an outer sheath of consciousness, right? You could look at our energy field, which is basically just our consciousness, as an onion. It's got many layers. There's many layers to us, many layers to a person, right? You first interact with someone, a stranger. Hey, how you doing? Maybe shake hands. You're dealing with their outer energy layer, just the persona that they'll show to anyone, right? Maybe you become friends with them to let you in a layer deeper. Maybe you become best friends, another layer deeper. Maybe it's a romantic relationship, another layer deeper, right? Maybe it gets to the point of having sex and you're exchanging your core sexual energies, right? Then maybe it just goes on for years in marriage and it just gets deeper and deeper, but you can never even get all the way to the core. It's not possible because we're all our own spirits. It's a windy, windy day. Hold on to your hats. Hold on to your horses. Because this video might just knock your socks off. Oh, this is beautiful. What are those, lavenders? Yeah, I think that's lavender. So like I was saying, sometimes we have to detox from our egos because we take ourselves too seriously and then we get stuck in this frame of reference or this personal narrative or this personal history, as the Toltecs call it. That's shamanic. So everything is just a reflection of each other. Everyone you admire them because they embody a certain characteristic that you have in you that you would like to be more of, right? So everything you admire in me is in you at the same time. Everything about me that offends you or triggers you is just a judgment you're holding within your own self, within your own energy field, within your own DNA, your own consciousness, right? So everything you see in me is really just a reflection of how you see yourself. Like everyone has their own projection. And so that's what ego death is just wiping the slate, wiping the lens of your projector mechanism that is generating your perception of reality, right? So it's like seeing reality in a whole new light and who you think you are in reference to everything else in the reality. Oh boy, look at the dog. There he is. You're on camera. What do you have to say to the world? Beautiful. Beautiful. No egos here. No egos here, right? He's inspiring you to let go of your own ego. That's what he told me. So we have to do that. It's like a metamorphosis, a butterfly caterpillar situation, right? How does the caterpillar become a butterfly? He goes in the cocoon, right? And then he basically kills his old self to transform into the butterfly, right? It's like the stages of life. So why are you afraid to become the butterfly, right? Your spirit, how are angels depicted? They have wings, right? They have wings, meaning you can fly. Like your consciousness can elevate, it can go into higher dimensions, right? You see this reality from a higher level. You can't have a spiritual awakening or a rebirth um, without first going through the death process, which is also known as the dark night of the soul. And there are many. There's no true shortcut. I don't think a true shortcut exists that I am aware of, other than psychedelics, particularly ayahuasca, DMT, bufo, which is the toad venom, which is 5-MeO DMT, and mushrooms. You can get there from mushrooms, uh, peyote, or mescalito, as the shamans call it. So got some really powerful experiences of ego death on these drugs. But I wouldn't call it a drug. It's more like a medicine, really. So what happened to me when I took bufo, basically this toad venom, they put it in a little pipe, and then they put a lighter to the bottom of the pipe to vaporize the slime, and then you inhale it. The shaman's right there helping you do this, and then they make you hold your breath for like 20 seconds, so so it's a good strong hit, really in there, and then I mean, you got to have some balls to do that, man. Like seeing what happened to everyone else before it was my turn to do that, man. You got to have some balls to do bufo. I mean, it was different for everyone. Like some people saw heaven, like they went into some kind of a white light and spoke to God, whatever that meant to them. Some people went into hysteria and panic attacks and deep purging. Some people just laid there motionless, like they were in a coma. Some people, I don't know. It hit everyone differently. And what happened to me is I first thought I took the hit, and immediately I'm starting to feel the energy like circulating in my body from this substance. It's like, and I'm like, oh shit, what did I just do? I'm terrified. I'm going into a state of mortal terror. Like I feel like this thing's killing me. I feel like I just took something that is going to kill me. That's how I felt. Like I thought, oh shit, I'm gonna die if I don't like somehow find a way to transmute this energy. It was getting so intense. It was like it was eating at my heart. It was like my heart was literally going to explode if I didn't transmute this energy. And I didn't know what to do. I was in like such a state of terror that I let me take a seat here. I was in such a state of terror that I went into an extremely deep part of myself, like this really primal root part of myself in my heart, like the essence of my being. I had to like kind of soak into the deepest core of my energy field, the onion of consciousness, because I had no choice. I just had to. So I did. And in there, I felt like the most extreme pain that I was holding on to and had buried subconsciously. And it was basically this feeling like like the whole world was against me, and that I had to do like extreme things, possibly even hurt people, to what? What did I even want, really? Another doggy. What's up, bro? Hi. What did I even want? Well, I guess I just wanted to feel like safe and secure in this world. And I wanted, to experience love and the relationships I wanted, and a certain amount of material prosperity, and more than anything, sovereignty. I guess that's what I wanted, was spiritual sovereignty. I just wanted to feel like I wasn't a slave to anything outside of myself, which is, as you've all experienced, extremely difficult in this world to achieve that. And being in such a prolonged state of agony, not being able to find people that resonated with me, just feeling constantly attacked by bots. Mind you, this was during the pandemic, so people would constantly ask me to put on a chin diaper just when I was doing my Uber Eats deliveries, and it's being constantly triggered, not being able to find like-minded, relatable people, and just holding on to all this energy, like you know kind of like savage mode energy. Like I kind of lost my heart. I kind of lost myself, and I did some bad things, and this video wasn't really supposed to be a confession session. I'm just saying I had lost myself. My heart had become calcified, and I was storing this energy of it's me or them. That's what it was. It was like a it's me or them. Someone has to die kind of energy. Like that's the time I was on subconsciously. And that's kind of what the Matrix is designed to do to you. Just they pit us against each other in this esoteric wrestling cage boxing match where we're all trying to do psychic warfare on each other. That might be the next video I make. I'll make a video about psychic warfare soon. Um, and it's like when you go so long feeling like you're in the jungle or the concrete jungle, right? It develops into a gangster mentality because everyone's at war or conflict with each other, right? So I was holding on to it, and it's me versus them kind of energy, and for a long time, and my heart became calcified, and all that energy was stored in my heart, like at a really, really deep level. And it became normal for me to operate in that capacity. It becomes normal for people in gangsters or prisons or business sharks or professional boxers or possibly even a hunter. What's up, dogs? Hey. Even like gossip girls and gossip wars or whatever, whatever battlefield you're in, okay? Soldiers, like it becomes normal to get into this kind of it's 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 me or us versus them. Someone has to die, someone has to make a sacrifice kind of energy. Like that energy itself is the Satan, is the division. And I was holding on to like that very, very deep cutting pain in my heart for so long. I got numb to it and I forgot that I had that. And so on this bufo, that was like my final analysis of it. After the fact, I realized what happened. I'm just explaining to you the energy I had in me. So I had like that key revelation right at the right moment, and I just burst out. Like my heart exploded because it was like I had to release this energy or it was gonna kill me. Like that's how I felt when I was on bufo. And all this happened within a few minutes, mind you. Like it was fast. So I just went, "Oh, I'm sorry. I love you." I just blurted that out. "I'm sorry. I love you." Just my heart just blasted open. Just felt like this shockwave of energy, like this explosion of energy just shooting out of my heart. Just out of me, and then it started pulsating through my whole body, just wah, wah, wah. And then my whole body was just lit with energy. It was like zzz, zzz, zzz. Like if you've ever seen like a superhero movie, and it's like it's a superhero or a villain, and he's just like pulsing with lightning energy, like a lightning villain or something. Like that's how I felt, like zzz, like I had like 100 times as much energy as I normally had. I don't know what to do with it. It's like in releasing that energy blockage in my heart, I just released a supernova of stagnant stored energy I didn't even realize I had. Because like your heart is the gateway to doing real magic and real miracles, spiritual awakening, psychic power, miracles, divinity, abundance, shifting your reality, everything good and spiritual in life. Well, the good side of spirituality is through your heart, okay? And basically I just released in that moment, like I blurted out to the whole room, everyone in the room, I'm sorry, I love you. And I just kept saying that. I'm sorry, I love you. And I was like, at first I thought I was apologizing to the world, like for all the harm I did people. But then I realized like I was really just apologizing to myself, because I'm the one that had to go through and do all those negative actions. I'm the one that had to live with that guilt and stored energy in fear and in energy blockages and traumas. Like it's like when you try to curse someone in any way, shape, or form, put them down, insult them, or even going into, deeper levels of spiritual warfare. When you wish harm on someone, you're really wishing harm on yourself. Like you can't curse anyone without simultaneously cursing yourself. That's what I'm trying to tell you. And so you can call that moment kind of an ego death for me, where it's like I realized how everything in life was connected. You know, they say, what's the golden rule? I think they say this in the Bible: do unto others as you would have them do unto you. And they're not just saying that so it's like, oh, goody two shoes, we can all live in a better world because if we all chip in, it'll be a better situation for everyone. Yeah, that sounds good on paper, but that's not going to cut to an actually deep enough level in someone's mind for them to really take that information to heart. The only reason, the only way someone will take that information, the golden rule, into heart is when they actually have a spiritual awakening and realize, oh shit, I actually am energetically connected to everything else. And whatever I do to anything else, that energy has to pass through me. And then it creates a whole chain reaction of karma. Whatever energy signatures and frequencies I'm pushing out, it's going to be a reaction back to me. Literally, the whole world is just pushing back on me everything I pushed out of myself. And what I pushed out of myself was just the blocked energy I had in me. So it's like everything I do has to be pure, or it's just going to blow back on me. Whatever I do to you, I'm effectively doing to myself. Effectively. And until you have that realization, until you have that ego death or spiritual awakening and realize the interconnectedness of all things, then you're going to continue to act in an egotistical state that is only going to prolong and create more of your own suffering. Right? So if I do curse anyone out, if I do insult anyone or put them down, it's generally just self-defense, because we do still live in a battleground. But you don't have to seek out conflict, and you don't have to be greedy. You can be balanced. All right. And still do it in such a way that still enlightens them and other people. Like, you see what I'm saying? Even if you are cursing out someone, it's a right way and a wrong way to do it, right? So everyone just lives in their own projection of reality. No two people see reality exactly the same. It's impossible. You know, I don't have your spirit, you don't have my spirit. And yet, all of our spirits were still cut from the same exact divine cloth source energy. So in the spirit, truly we are all equal. At the core of our being, truly we are all equal. In this game, in this matrix, in this simulation, in this dominance hierarchy, in this economic system, different races, different species, and competition for limited resources, scarcity mindset. Yeah, there's a dominance hierarchy. People get to feel like they're better than each other, but that is all just a game. It's not even real. It's not even real, truly. Like, what actually matters is who you are on the inside and how you feel about yourself going through life. How do you feel about yourself? And like I said, if you have had an ego death experience, comment below. I want to hear about it. Definitely check out my description, especially the last 2 paragraphs in there that are specifically about the group chat I have launched in the Signal app called Source Nation for all the ones, everyone who feels like they're the one, like they're on a higher mission, a truth seeker, right? You can all meet there on the internet, like-minded community, okay? And then there's the Source Consultations, the business I launched to help you basically transmute whatever energy you're stuck in, give you a clearer perspective of the situation. Just help you solve your problems, basically. That's what I do. Sliding scale of $1 to infinity, because I have no limitations and I'm here to help everyone. All right? So check those out. Like, subscribe, comment, share this video to anyone you care about. And I'd like to leave you with one parting message. Hold on. All right, this is what I would say. No matter who you are in life, no matter what darkness you've experienced, no matter what darkness you have perpetrated on others or others have done to you, no matter how much baggage you think you're carrying, no matter how far wrong you've gone, you can always go right. No matter how far left you've gone, you can always go right now, starting today. There is no, oh, I infinitely effed up. There is no coming back. Yes, there is. There is always coming back. Always. You think God or the universe, whatever you want to call it, the Most High, would give us these limited human vessels with a severely limited capacity for awareness where we can only perceive less than 1% of the whole electromagnetic light spectrum, and give us the power to infinitely screw ourselves into oblivion to the point where there's no coming back? Yeah, I'm gonna go design this this dumb little vessel over here. Doesn't know what it's doing. Doesn't even know what kind of power it has. And then also give it the ability to completely destroy itself into oblivion to the point where there's no coming back. Like, that'd be insane for reality to be designed that way. So there is cosmic mercy through the source. You can check out creationlightship.com, like I say in most of my videos. You can check out the Ron Amatron YouTube channel. Okay, there is mercy, there is divinity, there is source energy in the midst of all the darkness. No matter how far wrong you've gone, you can always go right. It starts in your heart. You've got to release that energy. And when you do release that energy, just all the toxicity and outdated ways of thinking and darkness and densities and judgments you were carrying in this old dualistic human construct consciousness, when you do release that, that might be an excellent description of ego death. You'll be birthed anew. You'll have a new set of eyes on reality. You'll be in a new state of being. Like, oh, whatever I thought I was, I wasn't. All this fear I had, that's because I was holding on to a limited identity. But I'm not limited. I can't actually die. Even when I thought something was going to kill me, it only made me stronger. All the lives I have lived, all the paths I have walked, I'm still here. There's something sacred in me that can never die. It's infinite, hyper infinity. And that's in you too, in your spirit, through your heart. Truly, spiritually, we are all equal. It's only games of dominance hierarchies, of this angel's higher than that demon's higher than that. That's all darkness. That's all lostness. It's not what Source Nation is about. Link in description. Join the divine conversation with Dragon and the ones of Source Nation. All right. So don't be afraid to die. Don't be afraid to transcend. Don't be afraid to move on. Why are we afraid to let go of our own pain? Why? That's just the ego. Like, who is afraid to let go of itself? Something that isn't even you. Like, you can't die at your core. It's not even possible. You're infinite. The only thing that can die is your perception mechanism, your current projector of reality. Like, that can shift in whatever vessel or state of mind you're in. Who you are at your core can never die. And no matter how far left you've gone, you can always go right. Infinity. Just fly. Just let go of your old self. Just let go of your old ego. Just let go and be birthed anew. Tap into your heart. Get that softness, that sensitivity back. You don't need to always be in kill mode. That's a program. That's a spell the world put on you to even put you in that state of being. It's toxic. It's not real. It's not truth. It's temporary. It's temporal power. Tap into your infinity. Tap into your peace. Tap into your love, your unconditional love, your divinity. I love you. Live from New Earth, live from Source Nation. Let's go. I now command my spirit to take all the thoughts in my head, drop them into my heart, and make me totally real on the Creation Lightship New Earth timeline of 10,000 subscribers, and this video reaching whoever it needs to reach. 54321, 54321, and 54321. Done. Stay sexy, my ones. There's a little ego for you. I had to put it in there somewhere.